celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. The Golden Egg made its home in Stark Vegas after the Bulldogs pulled out a close one the last time they met.
Well, Mississippi State is generally regarded as the blue-collar school in state, and they won that game last year in blue-collar fashion. Physical, and they beat Ole Miss down, David.
And found a way to win the game late. Exactly right. It's exactly what I was thinking when I think of Mississippi State. Blue-collar, hard-working, make you earn everything you get.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Hits a seam wide open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. White wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and
he's trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Ole Miss offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He end there. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Looking to throw at Simmons. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Odom. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Man, it's hard for a defense when you got a QB that can run and pick up an extra blocker, and especially when he can run power downhill, because you got to kind of almost give up a few yards just because of the numbers advantage that they have. So that's a big-time advantage for this offense, having a QB that can do that.
And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. He's going for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Bulldogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find... Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here comes the option. Now the toss. It's a running room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. He now has 74 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Terrell. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give on the option. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Simmons. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Got room to work. Makes his man miss. Across the 35. He's loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught. It's Harris. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here return from inside his 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He now has 79 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Bulldog. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Trying to set up the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. catch it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Turning it on! He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Gives it on the option. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Caught behind the line. It's Winston. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. To the ground with the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Shoots it to the left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Sure hands, it's Odom. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and lead the clock.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Early on the Jets. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. Got some room in to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the RPO, complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as
fruition, but how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need to. We'll put points on the board.
Hand off from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Quickly complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Rebels want to move quickly. Quick release by the QB. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And here comes the offense on second down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The RPO, it's complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. White going to attack through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Cradles it at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll be brought down. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Ready to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harrell. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. White wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He's looking to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you can tell this offense, they just don't feel comfortable running the football. 1st and goal situation, a lot of times it's a run. They throw an incomplete pass. 2nd and goal, it's a sack. This offense, they've got to find a way to stretch this defense. Maybe some crossing routes. Maybe throw.
He's going for the goal. Headed to the end zone. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in 3rd and long, right where you want them. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. They've got a favor, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting it as the Bulldogs stretch the lead.
Hail State, explosive plays all over the field, David. They are running away with this thing.
And I guarantee you all the Ole Miss fans are saying, get those cowbells out of my face, because they are excited and they've got something to cheer about.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Simmons. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. There's the pressure. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. The Bulldogs had their day as they take down the Rebels and pirate that Egg Bowl trophy and take it right back to Stark Vegas. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.